Alright guys, so we just did two different applications here today. Actually yesterday I did another application that I'll probably try to share in this video as well, make it a three-parter. But I'll try to keep it short. So today put out some high yield super phosphate. So my phosphate levels were pretty low according to my soil results. So this is a 0,18,0, which means it's just phosphate. Or phosphorus, but phosphate is the delivery mechanism. So on the bag, it wasn't really telling me exactly how to put this out or at the rate on my broadcast spreader or spreader. Sorry. So I put it at, I believe it was 3.5 at the setting, and that was perfect for what I had on about, again, like 7,000 square feet. I had a little bit left over, so I kind of hit a couple spots around the edges a little bit more. So that was that application. Really, really simple. In my backpack sprayer, I mixed some bifidobin, which what this is an insecticide or kind of like a repellent. This is pretty good at repelling. Let's see if we can look this up real quick. I've used this before and I definitely saw a decrease in mosquitoes and other types of bugs, but let's see exactly the list of bugs that it gets rid of. Yes, we'll get that later. Where is it? Butterfly. So I just applied this to the lawn and on the sides of the house, like on the brick, kind of around window shutters, um, the door frame, just on the outside of the house. I didn't spray any on the inside. Okay, so this will kill and also repel because I believe once they get close to this, it'll start killing them. Ants, bed bugs. Glad I don't have any issues with bed bugs, but ants, big time, especially during this year. They like to crawl up from the mulch beds and try to get up to the brick and then find their way into the house. As I've been spraying, I haven't had that problem in a while, so I've been trying to keep up with this, spraying at least every month, maybe 2 months during the cooler seasons where ants is usually not a big problem, at least in my area. Bees and wasps. So on my deck, I've got a privacy fence, and sometimes bees and wasps like to get to the crevices and make their homes. So I've been spraying the fence and kind of in the crevices. So if they get in there, they're not going to like it, and they're going to want to evacuate quickly, or they're just going to die. Uh, so let's see. Box elder bugs, centipedes, cicadas, earwigs, beetles, millipedes, pill bugs, sow bugs, springtails, and stink bugs. Stink bugs is another big issue, but I think they've kind of gone away. I usually see them in the early spring. Once winter, first goes into spring, you start seeing the stink bugs. Um, I don't know if after I just sprayed that they went away or it's just not their season anymore, but I don't see them, and they're one of the worst bugs that I hate. Um, so it also does cockroaches, crickets, fire brats, flies, good, gnats, moths, mosquitoes, big reason for me. So you see my hill, beautiful. But just over that beautiful hill, there's another property in the back, and the property owner has got a pond back there that he maintains, and it's not one of those dirty ponds, but body of water will definitely attract mosquitoes, and so this whole area is always going to have a mosquito issue unless you try to put a preventative measure in place like this bifenthrin. So other than mosquitoes, let's see, what about scorpions? Haven't seen that in this area, but silverfish, disgusting. Wife and me hate that. Spiders and ticks. So definitely, if you've got pets that you let out in the line, you definitely don't want them picking up the ticks and fleas, which this will also take care of, and then bringing that into the house. So there's a granular version of this, which I think I'm going to order, do a little bit heavier of a treatment in the lawn. It'll last a little bit longer. I believe it lasts around 2 to 3 months, when this is an every 30-day type thing. So if you want to do it once in the line, do the granular and then use the spray if you want to just spray the house and the perimeter and kind of like the windows and doors and entryways. Um, yeah, as I said, fleas it takes care of, and spider mites. So that's what this covers. This was found, I got it at Ace Hardware. I don't remember the cost, but it really wasn't that much. Maybe it was under $20, maybe $15 or so. But on top of that, I usually add a little bit of Dawn soap. This is a surfactant. So what the surfactant does is when you're spraying any kind of pesticides, insecticides, or even just herbicides in general, to help the treatment stick around and stick to the blades instead of just hitting the blade and just rolling off. You want it to stick to the blades to have a higher impact of what you're doing. So this is what that does. So think of this when you clean your dishes, this surfactant type treatment, it sticks to all the food, the grime, the grease that's on your plates, and it makes it easier to wash away. Because if the soap just kind of washes away, then it's not going to break down that grease and that you know food particles. So think of this as a very easy, cheap way of getting a surfactant and adding it to any kind of spray treatment that you're going to do, insecticide or herbicide. So it doesn't take much. It's going to foam up. So when you're filling up the tank sprayer, just put the water on low and just kind of let it trickle in. The rate on this, I did 1 ounce per 1,000, sorry, 1 ounce per 1 gallon. So right here is an easy measuring method. So all you have to do is undo that cap, squeeze, and this will do kind of a suction method to fill this container up, and then you can spray or pour. But then if you need to do a little bit more of a, measuring out bigger quantities, then you can also open up the bigger end. But this comes with an easy measuring method. So again, that is 1 ounce per 1,000 square feet per 1 gallon of water. So I just filled up my tank to the top, which is a 4 gallon tank. And then so 4 ounces is this, and I was able to walk the whole perimeter and get a good treatment. So that was it for the high yield superphosphate. Raised the phosphorus levels that I needed to bring up. The insecticide treatment also will help all of the bugs that are not going to damage the grass, the roots, and make sure that overall health of your lawn is going to stay up, and be able to look absolutely wonderful for you. So guys, look at this lawn. We're getting pretty close is what they call magic hour. Maybe, let's see, what time is it? Maybe we've got another hour and a half, maybe an hour, before magic hour hits. But man, like this looks good right now. Looks absolutely beautiful right now. This is around an inch, probably a little bit taller than an inch. I cut it yesterday and it's already grown up a little bit from yesterday. And I'm going to make it a point. Anytime that we start getting into 80-degree weather, I'm not saying like you hit 80 degrees and that's it. Like an average of 80-degree highs. I'm going to start raising the height of cut because again, this is Bermuda, and Kentucky bluegrass. Bermuda is okay to keep down at an inch. You can go lower than an inch, but an inch is probably the top of what Bermuda really, really likes as a height of cut, and will allow it to like really, really grow and spread and be healthy. But right now, the grass and the lawn looks extremely healthy with that 1 inch cut. It's not stressing out either of the warm season or the cool season grass. We're getting into transitioning into that more of a warm season dominant. But so another part of this video, I'm going to show that I also put down Yard Mastery's Stress Blend, which was the phosphorus pretty much, adding that to it. But look at that. Isn't that amazing? This is pure green. I've watched another YouTube channel called Yard Bra, and he has always done what he calls as a mollycoddle mix, which he puts down Ryan Nor's triple 18, a little bit of humic acid, sea kelp, um, and fish. I think it's just fish oil, but it's just really, really highly refined fish to get the essential nutrients out of it. And you spray it into the lawn, and it just pops. That triple 18 brings in the green and adds all the extra nutrients, and then the sea kelp, humic acid, and fish handles all the micronutrients. So the micronutrients helps the macronutrients, and then just after a couple days of adding that and a little bit of rain to really wash it in, get to the roots, and your lawn is popping. I mean, this is, I'm too old to be saying this. I'm too old to say popping, but I'm too old to say this is straight fire, but this is straight fire. I'm in love. This is crazy.